What's going on, guys? Today, I wanted to give some steps that I use to tell a compelling story for my short films. Now, short films are, short. So it takes a certain amount of skill to be able to tell a story in that amount of time that really captures people's attention. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through some of my methods and some of the things that I do, and maybe it'll help you guys when you start making your own films. So the first thing is you want to start off with a core idea. In other words, what's the emotion or concept that you're trying to convey? It can be fear, guilt, loneliness, whatever you want it to be. So one example of this is the short film, The Black Hole. Now in this film, the concept is a man discovers a mysterious black hole and it allows him to stick his hand through and steal anything that he wants. So the main concept of this film is greed and the consequences that come from it. So the other thing you want to do is create a clear protagonist. Something simple, something that gives him a want and we can feel what that person is trying to feel. Now in the short film Stutter, which is an Oscar winner, we meet a young man who's struggling to connect with people because he has a speech impediment. And it doesn't take long in this film for us to start rooting for him and really feel what it is that he's going through. So one thing to remember with this is show and don't tell. He doesn't have to say anything for us to relate to him. So just make sure that everything is visually appealing and it's shown in a way that we can really connect with your protagonist. The next thing is defining the conflict in the story. And this isn't something that you have to drag out and make long. It's a short film, so it's okay to go ahead and get right to the point and let the audience know what it is this person is struggling with, what it is they're trying to do, and what's really going on in the story. So a good example of this is the short film 5 Feet Apart. It's about two people who are in love, but they can't touch, and we feel their pain right away in this story. So you don't have to wait. Go ahead and get straight to the conflict and capture the attention of your audience quickly. Another thing that I try to do is to keep the film focused. You can't have 2 and 3 different plots going on in a short film. It's just not possible. You don't have the time. So keep it focused, keep it tight. Whatever that conflict is, let it be that one conflict that you're dealing with in the short film. And don't try to tell 2 or 3 different types of stories in one film. You just don't have the time and you'll lose people really, really fast.
If you know how to concentrate your efforts and be focused on one thing, you have an edge.
Now, this one is key, and that's building toward a great and powerful ending. You want your short film to end with either 2 things, either people wanting more or people feeling some sort of emotion that really allowed them to connect with your character. So building up to that ending is important. So whenever you're writing, you want to make sure that in that 3 or 4 minutes or however long your film is, that from start to finish, you're building that tension up. It might be some sort of a plot twist, or it may be something where it just ends and now the audience is saying, we want more. Now that is something that every filmmaker should do. Something that I've done before to try to make this a little bit easier is write your ending first. That way, if you know how it's going to end, when you write from the beginning, you can then build up to that ending. I think that's a great thing to do, and it's worked for me in a few of my films. Remember, anytime you film or shoot any type of videos or whatever, visual storytelling is always going to be the key. So make sure your angles and your composition is really showing what it is that your protagonist is feeling. So you might want some close-up shots if they're really tense or sad, and really bring the audience into that. You might need a wider shot if you want to show this person in their environment. But make sure that your storytelling is very visually appealing, and that in itself will capture people's attention. So there it is. Those are just some of the things that I do when I write my films. If any of this has helped you, please make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos like this that might help other filmmakers like I've watched people and it helped me. All right. So you guys be easy, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.